With a yo-ho-ho, it's TaleOfTheToaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11 Go Light. In this video, we take on Lunar Sea Military Academy. We should be between level 23 to 25, and I am level 28. Whoops. Now, we have to have Arian and Aitor on the pitch, but Gabby specifically has to not be on the pitch. I already arranged this in advance, but apparently not. I thought I had, but I guess I was mistaken. Is this finally time for Shun to get a story match? Of course it is. Remember, you must avoid getting caught in the wind flow at all costs. Whatever happens, stay focused on the match. Unexpected. Raimon have chosen not to play Garcia. Is he not the heart of their defense? Does their strategy involve holding him back?
Pah! They mustn't realise the might they're up against if they're taking reckless actions like that.
If we beat them straight away in the first round, surely they'll realise they're wasting their time. I still can't believe Dodge is playing for them now.
So what? If they've let him be their forward, they can't be that special.
Don't get complacent. We've got a tough match ahead of us. And the ammo. Right. Leave it all to me. I'll make sure our goal's defended. Are you sure it's a good idea to leave Gabby on the bench? We're going to need a really strong defence to beat Lunar Sea. No need to worry. Indeed, it's not as if players can't improve during a match.
And at last it's time for a kickoff in what is sure to be a breathtaking match between Raimon and Lunar Sea.
That is an intentional pun, by the way, because you can tell from the chapter name, Pure Lunacy. We out-leveled them by 4 levels, yikes. But it's a very obvious lunacy pun. But let's see what lunatics are involved with this team. Like Rusty says, yeah, Dodge was never the greatest forward, and now he's their star striker. It doesn't leave the strongest impression about these guys, but it is the very first set of opponents in this stage of the tournament, and also they did make the top 8 in the previous occasion. Casually forgetting that Raimon got second, but you know, ignore that. Sturm Sportskopf is the coach for this one. We'll just have to see how they play in practice in the Aerodrome Arena. Look at that fan on top. Kickoff! What's our objective going to be? Cross the dotted line. Did you expect anything else? Because I sure didn't. That's always the first objective. Let's just do some crafty pass work, and Arian, with a quick easy breezy, can make a mockery of the first mission objective, as we always do. It's a formality, it's just got to be done, and I'm guessing that they're going to take the ball from us, but at least we leveled up easy breezy.
Soldiers, maneuver Alpha, execute.
Yes sir.
A remarkable change in Lunar Sea's formation there, and it's a most unusual strategy indeed. Lunar Sea's defensive line is split up left and right, as if they're deliberately leaving a clear path for their opponents.
What? They've left the goal wide open.
You're observing Lunar Sea's special strategy, the steadfast formation.
Don't give it away. You're supposed to trick him into taking a shot by leaving yourselves open.
We stand at attention, still and proud, like mountains.
Why aren't any of those airheads moving? They've left holes everywhere.
The moment is imminent. Hold steady, soldiers.
Well, now I get it. Yep, we were told before about arenas having gimmicks that are going to affect the match, and the TaleOfTheToaster fan base is coming into effect to leave a tangible effect on the pitch. Ah!
They all got blown over by the cyclones. Lunar Sea knew exactly where the fans were going to blow and stood out of the way. That's why they weren't moving. Not fair.
Serves you right. You know, it's almost laughable how desperate you all look. Why don't you just go along with what 5th sectors say? What's the point in playing like that when it's so agonizing? Agonizing? What are you on about? Huh? We're playing properly because we want you to understand proper football.
The other team knows the pattern for the Cyclones. They've got us at a big disadvantage.
Have they? We're not without hope. We just need to look closely at the wind's movements. This wind is ridiculous. I can't even get close to it. Wind? Oh yeah! A cyclone's just a big spinny column of wind, right? Then no problem. If there's a wind blowing against us, we can just change direction and ride the wind instead. Let's try it. Well, we will get Arion into this circle and see exactly what he has in mind after they've finished bringing out a fighting spirit. To be fair, that belongs to the goalkeeper, so it's not actually going to affect the proceedings directly here. It would only matter if we took a shot. And right now, it is impossible to score because of the, required mission objectives situation. Now, it would have been really nice if Victor could take that ball, because then he'd just pass straight to Arion and get this over and done with. But instead, Blast Mine is a very unpleasant move. Prepare to see a lot of that, and prepare to have no legs left, especially as we're going for it again. And I can't say I really like the idea. At least if it's a Blast Mine, can't it be some kind of explosion, not just... Okay, I'm going to stab through the centre of these players 3 times in a row. JP did have a defensive move that I was meant to use, but I just kind of forgot. Fine, it falls to Aitor. Are you a seed or are you going to help us out? He chooses to help us out here at the last line of defence. How curious. Now let's get this mission objective over and done with, because Arion is the one I'm meant to get forwards, and he's all the way back here. Well, slice and dice, that sounds even more terrifying than Blast Mine did. But we're going to avoid that fate for now. He's already lost half his TP, which isn't promising for the future. Cyclone Alert will make a difference at any time. You do not want to get caught in that, or you're going to lose possession of the ball and get pushed off track. But just keep away from it, not too difficult. I'll get it back. Hey, you're not getting past me that easily. Wow, he really got back on his feet quickly there. Not bad. Aito, that was amazing. Looks like Coach Evans made the right choice, putting me in instead of Gabi, eh? Now you can really see who you need in this team, and more importantly, who you don't. I don't know. I think if you talk about who we need and who we don't, football's going to start feeling lonely. What? Lonely? What? How could football feel lonely? Don't take Arion too seriously, mate. He's just saying what he always does. If you choose to take him that literally, then that's on you. Well, it was nice of Shun to get his moment.
Soldiers, Coach's orders are to retreat and regroup. It's time. Unleash the transforming combat formation. Special tactic, track cycling.
Promising orders from Ariana Grande there. Track cycling forms some kind of diamond, and then they go running in the 90s.
And Lunacy show off a blistering series of formation changes there. They're getting faster and faster, and their tremendous speed is causing even shockwaves on the pitch. Raimon can't get close.
The formation just keeps changing. It's too fast to keep up with. How are we going to get the ball off them?
They think they can stop me, do they? Aitor, stop! That's enough!
I'm not going to just stand here quietly and let them beat me. I'm not going to lose. Not to these guys.
That doesn't sound like something an Imperial would say.
And poor Cazador's been blown back again. But what's this? He's coming right back to have another go at it. Ah! Lunacy's remarkable special tactic leaves Raimon with no room to maneuver at all.
Aitor. Oh, you can hear the Cyclones, how very ominous, and suddenly Wan Li is like at the goal line with dodge. Let's use our very best move to get that back, thank you very much. Dodge, he's got a decent shot. He's not really learned any new shots since he was a member of our team. It's the move, Arian. It's still Sonic Shot, but he can also use Blast Mine now.
And Sherwin appears to be purposely facing off against an oncoming Cyclone. What could his game plan be?
Here it comes, and I am not going to lose the ball. Easy breezy. He went around it. Easy breezy took him right around the Cyclone. I don't care what's in my way. Nothing's going to stop me. Interesting. And now we actually move into free play. And if you look at the timer, we've only used 5 minutes of match time. That is not very much. But we also need to remember right now that the goalkeeper has a fighting spirit active. And they're about to dump another one on us. As if we needed that. Feathers of Flame's Firebird. Like, I was in an opportune moment to shoot with Arian, but his fighting spirit is the only one to not actually have a shooting move. So I just tried my best to pass to Victor and bring his spirit out. Instead, we're going to have Blast Mine, take the possession back from Aitor and put it into yet another concerning situation. We had a really difficult time in the last match and it seems to be happening again, but they just kicked the ball offside. And you know what? I ain't going to complain. Special tactics while we trip up Dodge for betraying us. No, I didn't mean to click that. I wanted Thunderbolt, but Virtuoso will have to do. Please land on someone with a fighting spirit. Good. Victor's going to bring that out, and we're going to try and get the first goal of the match using that. Because Lunacy have not had a guaranteed goal on us so far, so it's good to take that lead. If this were the anime, then the first goal comes from a Sonic Shot from Dodge. But they've kind of realised in the game, we've been using that move for the entire duration of the playthrough until he dropped from the team. It wouldn't look that good if that was beating Sam and his combustion catch. But Giga Knuckle Sandwich is one of the few times so far we've actually been faced with a goalkeeping fighting spirit move, and it was good enough to defeat us. Luckily we can just take the ball back with Victor again because his fighting spirit is still more than active. They last such a long time. And if we get closer to him when we take this shot, it should at least be more powerful. I think he's got another Giga Knuckle Sandwich in him, but that will be the last one he ever uses. And certainly if they switch to a reserve goalkeeper, they are not going to be able to do this again. So fair enough, he's going to stop it, but we've run him dry, and now pretty much any fighting spirit out of Arian and Ricardo, or even any normal move once his actual fighting spirit depletes, is going to be able to take us into the lead with the first goal of the match. Is that going to be a flying fish? We might as well do it from a slight distance. It is a long shot. Still got his fighting spirit open, so I don't think it's going to go in, but this is at least going to get rid of it. Oh no! We've actually taken down a fighting spirit with flying fish from Adekebe. That's the thing about fighting spirits. When they get low on health, they're not that useful. You can beat them with most things when they're low on health, but anything in the top 2/3, they are still devastatingly effective. So there we go. We've got rid of that for the rest of the match. And they're going to bring out another one to replace it. No, thank you. So I do obviously have plenty to say about Lunar Sea. I think they're one of the more interesting teams in the game, but I'm intentionally waiting on to the second half in case there is any more story to get through, and then I'll give some passing thoughts upon these guys. For now, let's take another shot. Just a regular kick, because that's all I've got. But no, Power Spike is going to be enough to comfortably save the ball. So it's a 1-0 lead, leading into the second half. Good start, I would say.
Team, remember the plan. We will emerge victorious.
Okay, let's keep this up.
Track cycling. What a tactic. Coach Evans, how are we going to break through it?
Gabby, what do you think? How does their tactic look to you?
Okay. Well, I noticed that when they rearrange their formation and change positions, they leave themselves open, just for a few seconds. You might not be able to see it when you're on the pitch because their movement is so distracting, but I can see it from here.
So Coach Evans and Mr. Sharp didn't just put you on the bench so you could calm down a bit?
Garcia is the keystone of our defense. His job is to watch the enemy's offensive patterns and decide how to block them. I wanted you all to see the importance of defense and where your weaknesses lie.
That must mean you know what we need to do, right, Gabby? Push!
The key to beating them is Aitor. Aitor bounces straight back onto his feet when he's knocked down, while a normal person would hardly be able to move. With his reflexes and level of balance, he's the only one who can break through their track cycling in that short opening and steal the ball.
Well, how's he going to know when they're open?
If you put me on the pitch, I can watch him and tell him when to move in.
Right then, we're making a sub.
Aitor, you have to follow my instructions.
You think I'm going to take orders from you?
That's exactly what I think. I think you honestly want to win this match, and I believe that you can make this plan work.
You do, eh? Uh-oh. Wow.
It's all up to you, Aitor. Yeah, we're relying on you to play some great football.
Yeah, no pressure or anything then.
Let's make it happen. So, Sean, yeah, you got to take a shot in this match. That'll do. I wish you had some more moves, but all he's got is Thief's Eye. So, what's got to be done has got to be done.
Soldiers, repeat maneuver. Track cycling.
So, here's what he means. There is a momentary lapse there when they're switching formations. That's the weakness. Now, Aitor, go! Yes, he made it through, off screen.
It looks like Cazador is about to be knocked back one more time. No, wait! He's managed to slip through! Incredible!
That ball is mine. He did it! He got the ball! Which means we've smashed through their track cycling tactic.
Well done, you two.
Aitor, I knew you could do it. Your sense of balance is amazing.
Nah, my balance is okay. I think I just get lucky. You watching, Sonny Jim? This is the kind of football we're talking about.
Will you give it a rest? The way you keep going on about it is getting old.
Impossible. How could our expert tactic be broken by raw rookies?
I get the impression those Lunar Sea boys are losing some of their resolve.
Regulated football makes you fragile. Lunar Sea are a talented team, but they're not used to real football. Anything can happen in a real match. Things can turn around in a second. That's when you really find out what a team is worth. And so, we cross the line with the dotted ball. Not many mission objectives left to do, but just avoid the fighting spirit chap who is very fast, and then you should be good. Oh, there is no one there. What's the red arrow meant to mean then? That's just guiding us to the dotted line. I keep passing where there's no players because I assume that the red arrow means there's someone to pass to, but that's not the case. There's no point in relying on these guys. This match could have been a walk in the park, but now it's hopeless. I have to go it alone. I can't lose this match. If I lose, then what was the point of leaving Raimon? Grah!
And MacArthur breaks through Raimon's defensive line with a spectacular display of ball control. Unglaublich. Dodge is normally so calm and collected. I've never seen him play like that.
What's Cadet MacArthur doing? Oh.
Cadet MacArthur, your bold display of courage has opened my eyes. Soldiers, we will fight alongside our man. We will win this match.
MacArthur's determination has pulled their whole team together.
Yep, he wants to win, and he's got the whole team feeling that in full force. Now that's what I call football.
And we'll end up in the exact same position again. Dodge is right in front of the ball, but right in front of Wan Li, who can automatically take it from him with a great wall. And I believe that puts us into free play in one of probably my favourite matches in the game. No, not the fighting spirit user. Oh dear, this is pretty bad. But first of all, I need to mention that it actually works quite differently in the anime. I can't believe they're offside again. Let's just use a special tactic. I don't think we've got any TP left, actually, to use it. No, we can't do any special tactics, so we carry on. But the match we did with Royal Academy actually doesn't happen in the anime. So the one where we played against him with no fighting spirit. And so all of the stuff like Wan Li getting angry with Gabby because he was told he was too slow and other stuff like that doesn't happen in this match because it happens in the anime. It happens in this match, whereas here it already happened in the Royal Academy scenario. And as such, in this match we start with Gabby on the bench. Still only combustion catch, yeesh. Yeah, so Gabby's on the bench from the start of this match, whereas in the anime he does the first half, gets very angry with Aitor, and then gets sent off at the start of the second half and figures out the tactic. That's a goal from Dodge. I take back what I said earlier. But we can just bring out our fighting spirit with somebody and get back into the swing of things. So, yeah, you could say that the way this happens is a slightly more abridged version of the tale. Maestro, because I've already used Lancelot. But I like that. It just focuses on what's important, and we've got Gabby back on the team and helping us out, getting past these weird cyclone gimmicks which don't seem fair. So I like this match, believe me. There's just one thing that I don't feel as good about it with, and that's the order in which we do this match and the previous one. I firmly believe that this match and Pirates Cove Merchant Marine Academy should swap places. And that's because this team features Dodge. He lives near Raimon, and then he's intentionally left the team to go on to a different school. Kind of makes sense that he'd join a team that's in his region, like the Pirates Cove apparently is. Instead, Lunar Sea could be absolutely anywhere in Japan, and he's completely relocated his whole life just so that he can be in the regional tournament instead of the actual regional block, which I would expect him to be in. And then Pirates Cove, they were such an anticlimactic final because their whole concept just felt like a joke. They were all pirates, and they tried to make them seem serious by saying, well, they're all Imperials, so they're threatening. But, I mean, yeah, that's true, but only 3 of them actually brought out a fighting spirit in the match. And, Arian, please score. Oh no, I've blown it! I've actually blown it! Oh dear, we're going into extra time here. Ah, dang. Come on, just flying fish. Let this be the one to get past him, please. Please. Yeah, so basically, Dodge, it makes sense for him to be in his own region, whereas this match is a lot more serious than the affair against the Pirates. So this should have been the regional final, while Pirates Cove should have been the first match of the national finals. That's what I think, but otherwise, I'm a fan of this match. I like it, and I'm very pleased to have scratched this out in the final minute. Both goals were from Adekebe. That's so unexpected. The 27th and the 33rd minute. Screw all of my fighting spirit users. Adekebe is clearly all I need. Fantastic.
This can't be. Our strategies were flawless. We planned for every eventuality.
We're just that good. Any level ups? We've got the Lunar Sea kit, which, by the way, is one of my favourite kits in the game. I think Lunar Sea have an excellent uniform.
didn't rise victorious from the field of battle. However, we did fight with valor. This match was the first time I've ever stood face to face with football and respected the enemy as a serious foe. I put all my thought and strength into the fight, and that, to me, is a real match. A real match? Huh. It's starting to make sense. Rick, I think I finally understand what you guys have been trying to do. Really. And you keep getting closer and closer. Maybe you can bring back real football. Too right we can. So, good luck in the rest of the tournament. You hear me, Arian? Huh? Oh, thanks. Dodge, this doesn't have to be it. Come back to our team. We all want you back. Thanks for saying so. What's up? You wanted to speak to me? I wanted to thank you for trusting me. Trusting you? Ha! No seas tonto. Not sure what gave you that idea. I know. You just wanted to win. But I can tell that you really do love football. There's no doubt about that. You really think so? I could be an Imperial, remember? Who knows what I'll do next? You're not an Imperial. So let's keep playing. Keep defending the goal for Raimon. Together. Don't blame me if you regret saying that.
Coach Schiller!
Sorry about all this, Mark. I did spring Aitor on you a bit suddenly.
No worries at all. He loves football, and that makes him more than welcome in my team. He can be a bit cheeky for his own good sometimes, but I can tell from how he plays that he's a nice kid deep down.
Yeah, he was 11 when he arrived at the Sunshine Academy. His dad's company got swindled and went bankrupt, and then the whole family ended up being torn apart. He was always on his own, never quite fitting in. After what happened with his parents, he probably decided he couldn't trust anyone. But he loved football. He used to spend all his time kicking a ball around on his own.
Aitor, Gabby, there you are!
We're going over to Arion's to celebrate, and we're staying the night so we can talk all about the match.
Why don't you come too, Aitor? My auntie's going to bake a really yummy cake. Seriously, her cakes are amazing. Oh, okay then. Thanks. Don't these guys ever spin a minute apart? I wouldn't worry about Aitor. He'll be fine. After all, he's got the rest of that lot looking out for him.
Definitely. I knew Raimon would be the best thing for him.
Oh, Auntie Sylvia, I can't eat any more cake.
Whoa!
Oh la vache!
Oh, Sky, is that you? Oh, we're at school.
How long are you two sleepyheads planning to lie around for? They're about to announce the results from the first round of the Holy Emperor election on TV. Come and watch!
Oh yeah, the election. I wonder how it's going. Well, we better find out. Wake up, sleepyheads! It's time to get involved and find out exactly what's going on. So the chapter didn't end at the end of the Lunar Sea match. We actually carry on, and at last the third round of the Saints Way National Finals is over. All the matches are finished, and we have the results. And of course, we have news on the current standing of the Holy Emperor election battle.
Oh wow, Mr. Hillman's got a lot of votes. Quite a few schools put him as their candidate. I was worried it would just be Raimon.
So there really are plenty of people who want to play real football.
It's going well, Coach Travis. It is indeed. I think a lot of people started changing their minds when they saw Raimon play Lunar Sea. Oh, Jude, is a Mark coming?
Well...
Bad news, you say?
Yes, my lord. It seems many schools have betrayed us and put their votes behind Hillman. We fear this may have been caused by Raimon going through to the next round.
If so, our only option is to dispose of them. Those are my orders. Wipe them out by any means necessary.
My apologies, my lord. There is a gentleman here demanding an audience with you.
Let him in. So, Mark.
Tell me why. The Axel Blaze I know would never do this. You're out of order.
I am not Axel Blaze. My name is Alex Sable.
What are you talking about? What's happened to you? You're the one who can stop this. Come on, why don't you help us find a way to fix things? Get them back to how they were.
You don't understand, do you? Football has changed. It's never going back to how it was before. It's under my command now. I make sure it's fair and even for everyone.
Axel, I can't believe this. You of all people should know this isn't right.
Show him the way out.
I don't understand. You used to love football more than anyone else. So why are you doing this? It just doesn't make any sense. What's wrong with you? Axel!
We've got to the second round, and that means going up against Alpine. And we get a special visit from an old Raimon star. It's great to meet football legends, but I'm sad when one decides to leave. That's all coming up in the next chapter, Moving Mountains.